Oh, shh. Now, remember, Kindred, you have to be very quiet in here, okay? There are people working, so, just in case you guys decided to do something silly, decided to act up for a while, make sure you do it quietly, okay? Right. Today, I've got this book open, and this book has a couple poems I'd like to read you, if that's okay. I'll try and do it as quietly as I can. Okay. So, right, where are they? So, in case you guys don't remember, this is the one from last time that somebody asked me to read, and I've had a little read of it already, and I think it's really beautiful. So, why don't we read? This one is called She Walks in Beauty. Let me give this one a read. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace which waves in every raven tress, or softly lightens o'er her face, where thoughts serenely sweet express how pure, how dear their dwelling place. And on that cheek and o'er that brow, so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smiles that win, the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. I like that one quite a bit. It feels quite special to me. Now, I'm thinking back to last time, and I really like reading stuff out, but I just want to confirm with all of you. There's one more poem I'd like to read. It's a little bit longer. It's not too long. It'll probably only take a couple of minutes, but I'd like to ask all of you first whether you'd like me to read that, or whether we should just maybe sit and chat and read amongst ourselves for a little bit, okay? So should we read another poem? Let me ask you and let me know what's going on inside that head of yours. It's not too long. Just wanted to make sure it was all okay with you. Oh, a lot of yeses. Oh, that makes me feel quite happy. I was worried after last time. Where we read so much of that story, which was brilliant, but it was very long. Okay. Yes, it is. Yes, it is then. All right, let's move on. So, this one is called... Let me have a look. And thou art dead, as young and fair. Let's give it a read, shall we? And thou art dead, as young and fair as aught of mortal birth, and form so soft and charm so rare, too soon return to the earth. Though earth received them in her bed, and o'er the spot the crowd may tread in carelessness or mirth, there is an eye which could not brook a moment on that grave to look. I will not ask where thou liest low, nor gaze upon the spot. The flowers or weeds as at will may grow, so I behold them not. I like this one so far. It is enough for me to prove that what I loved and long must love, like common earth can rot. To me there is no stone to tell, 'tis nothing that I loved so well. Yet I did love thee to the last, as fervently as thou, who didst not change through all the past, and canst not alter now. The love where death has set his seal, nor age can chill, nor rival steal, nor falsehood disavow. And what were worse, thou canst not see, or wrong, or change or fault in me. The better off days of life were ours, the worst can be but mine. The sun that cheers, the storm that lowers, shall never more be thine. The silence of that dreamless sleep I envy now too much to weep, nor need I to repine that all those charms have passed away. I might have watched through long decay. The flower, in ripened bloom unmatched, must fall the earliest prey, though by no hand untimely snatched, the leaves must drop away. And yet it were a greater grief to watch it withering leaf by leaf, than see it plucked today, since earthly eye but ill can bear to trace the change to foul from fair. I know not if I could have borne to see thy beauties fade. The night that followed such a morn had worn a deeper shade. Thy day without a cloud hath passed, and thou wert lovely to the last, extinguished, not decayed, as stars that shoot along the sky shine brightest as they fall from high. As once I wept, if I could weep, my tears might well be shed, to think I was not near to keep one vigil o'er thy bed, to gaze how fondly on thy face, to fold thee in a faint embrace, uphold thy drooping head, and show that love, however vain, nor I can feel again. Last verse. Yet how much less it were to gain, though thou hast left me free, the loveliest things that still remain, than thus remember thee. The all of thine that cannot die, through dark eternity, returns again to me, and more thy buried love endears than aught except its living years. Ooh. It's quite dark, isn't it? But I have to say, I'm quite a fan. I do like it. That was a good one. That was a very, very good one. Thank you all for listening so intently. I know it must be difficult. Also, I think we cut out for just a moment, but we're back. Thank goodness. Did you all hear me finish the poem? Or